Raise your hand if you've ever changed your behavior when someone entered the room. I experience it every day. I see the before and after of the behavior of the the boys in my class when the teacher walks in the classroom. I want to start with a very simple, almost childish question. It's one you probably haven't been asked since you were a kid. Who are you? Go ahead, think for a second. How do you answer? Maybe you lead with a job. I'm a student. Your role in a family. I'm a sister. A passion. I'm a swimmer. But here's the catch. Those answers are for someone else. They are descriptions that help the world place you, understand you. They're your public signature. So let me refine the question, make it harder. Who are you when no one is watching? Not your job title, not your Instagram bio, not that version of you that shows up to business meetings or fancy dinners. It's as simple as the music you listen to in your room without headphones when there's no one there to judge you. Or if you'd actually stop at a red light when there are no pedestrians, no traffic light cameras, and no one there to see. This allows us to act anonymously. Anonymously. That's a pretty strong word. When I think of the word anonymously, I think of when our Dean of Students says this form is completely anonymous. And when I ask my mum what she thinks when she hears the word anonymously, she says that you can say, act however you like without having the fear of judgment. In Netflix series Brainchild, Episode 1, Season 1, titled Social Media, hosted by Sahana Srinivasan, they conducted an experiment where two groups of children watched a video of an aspiring musician, Melody. Group 1 was told their feedback would be completely anonymous and would not be shared with Melody. And Group 2 was told their feedback would be shared with Melody. The initial results from both the group were almost the opposite from each other, keeping in mind they watched the same video. The group's feedback that was not shared with Melody was a lot more harsh and honest compared to the feedback that was shared with Melody, which was a lot more sugar-coated and kind, even if they had to lie a little. Okay, a lot. Most of us like to think we're pretty independent and uneasily swayed by the notion that everyone else is doing it. Yet, have you ever felt compelled to drop $1 in the street musician guitar case when you see the person in front of you do so? Or has there ever been one of those days where you just don't feel like getting out of your pajamas until noon? So you keep your camera off on the Zoom meeting, but then notice everyone else has theirs on? Do you do a quick wardrobe change so no one can accuse you of not fully participating? To maintain harmony and avoid being excluded from a group, people often conform with behaviors which are accepted by the majority. These unwritten rules or social norms are surprisingly powerful motivators of behavioral change. But social norms can be either positive or negative, and your workplace probably has a mixture of both. Positive norms can include things like giving shout-outs to team members, whereas negative ones can include having a tendency to gossip or distrust company leadership. The chameleon effect is the subconscious tendency to mimic another person's behaviors, postures, and facial expressions during social interactions. It acts like a social glue, fostering empathy without either person realizing it. The chameleon effect makes you instantly more likable to the person you're interacting with, just because they act the way they do. You act the way they do. People automatically match behaviors, whether it's rubbing their face, tapping their foot, or, my dad's favorite, gliding his hand over his smooth head. The chameleon effect makes you instantly more likable to the person you're interacting with. They don't know you're doing it consciously, and neither do you. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "The time is always right to do what is right." But would you do what is right if no one would ever know? Not for likes, not for praise, not because someone is watching, just because it's right. Character is who you are when there is no audience, when there is no applause, when there is no punishment either. It's easy to be kind when someone can see you. It's easy to be generous when it benefits your image. It's easy to be honest when honesty is rewarded. But who are you when honesty costs you something? Are you the same person you are online as you are face to face? Are you the same person you are on a group chat as you are in real life? Are you the same person you are in school or work as you are at home? Psychologists talk about something called the spotlight effect. The idea that we are constantly feeling watched or judged by the others around us, even when we aren't. Because the truth is, people are way too busy worrying about themselves to notice your every move. Which means something powerful. You are far more free than you think. It means you get to decide what guides your actions. Not fear of judgment, not pressure to fit in, but your own principles and values. It gives you the space to decide who you are in private, long before the world gets to form an opinion about you. Because identity isn't built on the moments that everyone sees. It's built on the small, quiet decisions. Returning the extra change, not laughing at a joke that crosses the line, studying when no one checks, stopping at the red light. And over time, these unseen decisions add up. They form habits, and habit forms character. So maybe the better question isn't, who are you when no one is watching? Maybe it's, who are you becoming when no one is watching? Because eventually, the public you and the personal you stop being two separate people. And when that happens, when who you are alone matches who you are in front of the world, that's integrity. And that's something no spotlight can create or no darkness can take away. So, the next time you find yourself in your room, alone, in your thoughts, in a moment where no one would ever know even existed, remember, those are the moments that matter most. Because that's where your real identity is shaped. Not in front of a crowd, not under pressure. In those quiet moments. Because at the end of the day, reputation is what people think you are. And character is what you actually are. And who you are when no one is watching is who you truly become. Thank you.